O'Brien Holloway has it, right wing. He's going to drive with the right hand. Pulls up from 7 feet outside the lane.
Guess who?
Shot won't fall, and you're right. Guess who? The rebound by Josh McClure. McClure is really playing a good ball game here in the half. He catches left wing, wants to dribble drive. Now chest pass over to Adams. Adams pull up three, in and out, no good.
Wow, one-handed rebound and a great pass.
Adams going to get back and play defense. It's converted by Damon Manor. Manor was on the receiving end of the great pass from O'Brien Holloway. Holloway, as much as we've been talking about guys like Poindexter and McClure, Holloway's been doing the same thing for the Brookville Beast. He's always around the ball.
He threw a three-quarter court bounce pass in and was just spot on the money.
Colonel's lead has been trimmed to 3. Nelson Deuce, chest pass, in the corner to Jacob Adams. Adams kind of a set shot. Never really got off the ground, no good.
That's not what Coach Harris wants.
O'Brien Holloway on the rebound. The aforementioned O'Brien Holloway. In the corner, it goes to Tyson Hancock. That's the far corner from us. Brookville kind of going north to south from our perspective, too, along with left to right, because we're in the corner here at Altavista High School. McClure on another rebound, and he gets fouled by Manor. McClure's going to go to the free throw and shoot 2. Colonels are in the double bonus.
And with this 1:36 remaining, Brookville's climbed right back in this game, trailing only by 3 now. Have outscored the Colonels 11-3 here in this second quarter.
And I think Coach Harris was going to use the substitutes a lot in these early games anyway, Oscar, but now because of the foul trouble, he's forced to use the substitutes a lot. Both teams have over 10 fouls in this half. McClure toes the line for his first of 2, back iron, no good. Josh McClure is 2 for 7 now from the free throw line in this first half. So if there's any criticism we can make of McClure in this half, it's not enough of the free throws going in. But we know he's a good shooter. We know that number is going to improve.
It will.
On the court right now for the Colonels. Josh McClure at the free throw line. That's no good. He's joined by Mateo Malback, Cameron Hughes, Daquan Poindexter, and Nelson Deuce. Brookville on the rebound. They trail by 3, 90 seconds left to play in the half. Holloway dishes to Hancock. Hancock now over to Barber. Barber lost it away. Here comes Daquan Poindexter the other way. Drives to the rack, took some body contact, and it was swatted away. Ball never really got out of his hand, but he was fouled, and Daquan Poindexter will take a trip to the charity stripe for the Altavista Colonels. They lead 17-14.
And that's his first. This will be his first trip to the line tonight. And kind of surprising because he has been down in the paint a lot.
Yeah, as active as he's been, as around the ball as he's been, you would have thought that he would have made a trip to the charity stripe before then. No good on the first one. I can imagine Coach Harris will mention something about the free throws at halftime. But the thing about missing free throws, Oscar, is, what do you say to the guys at halftime? Hey, we need to make more? They know they need to make the free throws. That one's no good. McClure has the rebound. First chance won't go. Second chance won't go because he was fouled on the floor, and he'll go back to the free throw line.
Kyle, quick count. Colonels are 4 for 16 from the free throw line.
Wow. That's a number that no coach wants to hear. Coach Harris doesn't want to hear that. And I'll go back to my point that I just made. I don't know what you can do about it in the game. You can say, hey, let's relax, deep breaths, eye the rim, take a nice rhythm, that kind of thing. But the guys know they got to make the free throws. That one will not fall for Josh McClure. It's almost becoming epidemic now because everybody just sort of lets out a groan in the audience. I think even if the fans don't know the exact stat that you had, they know the Colonels haven't made many from the charity stripe.
And it's contagious. It gets in your head.
Much like any epidemic, right? Second one, no
4
good.
for 18.
Wow, rebounded by O'Brien Holloway on the left-hand post. 1:09 left to play in the half. Jordan Penix will walk it into the front court for the Bees. Left-hand dribble. He's guarded by Malback momentarily. Lost him for a second. Now Mateo's back there.
Mateo's got to be careful. He's got 2.
Excellent point. A lot of guys for the Colonels have 2. Good point, though. 54 seconds left to play in the half. Penix will get it to the three-point line. Now just inside of it. Hands it off to number 11. That's Micah Glaze checking into the ball game for some of his first action. 3 ball short from Penix, but rebounded by number 4, Tyson Hancock. Hancock sticks it in. Now it's a 1-point ball game. Last time it was a 1-point ball game, it was a 1-0 Colonel lead. 30 seconds to play in the half. Let's see if Altavista wants to hold for one. Nelly catches left wing. Nelson Deuce will back it out just a little bit. He's 5 feet behind the three-point line. Now it's over to Daquan Poindexter, kind of in the same spot. Cameron Hughes has got a low post battle going on. Doesn't get the basketball, but he's working hard down there. Now he'll kick out. 13 seconds left to play. Poindexter has it inside the half-court circle. He'll dribble with the left hand. Going to drive. Lost the basketball. Trying to recover. Down to 4 seconds. It's squirted out to Penix. Penix loses it momentarily. Going to fire up the half-court buzzer beater and hit the backboard, but would not fall. We've played one half of basketball in the 2015 season. Colonels lead by one. 17-16. Subway halftime show on the way when you come back to 105.5 KD Country.
Hello, this is Jerry Miley from 1433 Altavista Moose Center. Asking everybody to come on down and join us and see what the Moose is all about to help us support our Moose Heart, Moose Haven family. Anybody's welcome to come down and take a tour of our building and see what's going on. Come on down and we'll let you in and we can have some fun. We're looking forward.
Meet Jerry and the rest of the Altavista Moose family and become a member. The Altavista Moose Family Center on Lynch Mill Road.
Start your business on the winning drive with an Altavista revolving loan. It's an opportunity to score big for your company's future growth. Funds available up to $10,000. Loan rate 1% below prime. Huddle up with Altavista Economic Development Director Dennis Jarvis II at Altavista Town Hall. Make your move today. The Altavista Revolving Loan Fund encourages economic development and enhances community vitality.
KCD Maintenance. Kenny can do it. If you've got a home or business maintenance issue, Kenny can do it. Call 665-1333. That's 665-1333 for KCD Maintenance. Painting, building maintenance, minor construction, and more. Kenny can do it. Call 665-1333. Again, that's 665-1333. KCD Maintenance.
No one knows trucks like we know trucks. Come see us and you'll agree. From small to tall, we've got it all. Highview Motors, GMC. Come on in. Bring the family. See your friends at Highview Motors. Highview Motors, GMC. From small to tall, we've got it all. Highview Motors, GMC.
Now back to the action with Colonel Sports on 105.5 KD Country.
Subway halftime show arrives and it finds the Altavista Colonels with their first halftime lead of the year, 17-16 over the Brookville Bees. I'm Kyle Haney. He's Agent Zero, Oscar Briggs. And Big O, interesting first half. It was a tale of two quarters for sure. Altavista with the 14-3 lead after one quarter, and then the lead trimmed to 17-16. Brookville wins the second quarter, 13-3.
Yeah, it was exact opposites of what happened. So, the Colonels initially came out, 14-3 after the first quarter and thought that they looked good. 4 out of 19 or 20 from the free throw line. I'll get that exact stat here before in the next few minutes. And even if you hit half of what you missed, you got a pretty comfortable lead. So certainly at this point, you got to attribute some of that to the lack of time in the gym.
Yeah, lack of time in the gym, and the shot maybe isn't quite there with the rhythm, the release, the follow-through, all the other subtle nuances to shooting a basketball. I like what you said there, too. Even if you hit half of what you missed, you got a comfortable lead. I mean, coaches know we're not going to be perfect. I don't think any high school coach is expecting his team to shoot 100% from the free throw line. But if, as you said, you can just knock down even half of those ones you missed, that really changes the flavor of this game. As it is, it's a 1-point lead for the Altavista Colonels. Brookville Bees and their head coach, Scott Jester, who, as we've already mentioned, plenty of Altavista ties. Of course, his father is big over there at the Altavista YMCA, as you know, and Scotty was a fantastic player in his days here at Altavista. He was the one, I believe, that Mr. Mark Slusher started the old three-ball in the corner pocket when Scott Jester would rain in those threes. Scott loved to shoot from that baseline in the corner right there. Some guys have a hard time shooting from the corner, Oscar, because there's no backboard there for the depth perception. That didn't bother Coach Jester at all. He teed him up from in there.
Yeah, and the guys that can hit that shot love it.
Sure.
So just real quick, Brookville 10 free throws, 6 of 10, so they shot 60%. 4 of 18 for the Colonels.
I'm going to have to digest that one for a little bit, thinking about the Subway that I digested. I think Friday I'll go with Flateza Friday. I went with the egg white sandwich tonight. It's one of the old ones I used to go with a lot. I am thinking I'm going to bring back the chopped salad, Oscar, because that's very good at Subway. There's really no wrong option. As our good buddy Bob Alvis says, the only wrong option is not going to Subway. And with 3 outstanding Altavista area locations, no excuse for not having one close by. You can go on Main Street, also inside the Walmart on Clarion Road, and then a little further up the road inside Foster Fields on Route 29. That's Subway Eat Fresh. We'll take a timeout here in the Subway halftime show. Bring it back with some more statistics, some more fun. Glad you're enjoying the party. Colonels lead by 1, 17-16 over Brookville on 105.5 KD Country.
Some people have never tried food at a Mexican restaurant. So we asked Chad Shelton from Shelton's Plumbing and Heating about his experience.
I wasn't so sure what the green stuff was, but they slipped some on my plate one day, and now I won't have a meal without guacamole. Still can't spell it.
At El Cazador Mexican Restaurant, if you have questions, they give you the answers in English. Mexican and American foods, affordable prices, and fast service. Try it today, El Cazador, Main Street, Altavista.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Virginia are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Brought to you by English Construction Company, with offices in Lynchburg.
It's cold in here. Will your heating system keep you warm this winter, or will you spend a cold evening shivering under the covers? Have your heating system inspected today by Tyree Littles Heating and Cooling. Kent Tyree has over 20 years experience and specializes in heating, air, plumbing, and electrical. Licensed and bonded. Call for an appointment today. 309-2266. 309-2266. Tyree Littles Heating and Cooling.
Hey guys, this is Terrell Sam with Best Bet Motorcycles. We started business over 5 years ago with only 10 vehicles and a simple concept to help people out that had less than perfect credit and give them good quality cars. Over the years, we evolved into 2 lots in Central Virginia with over 60 cars in inventory, and we do all types of budget, all types of credit. So remember, if your credit's less than perfect, give us a call here at Best Bet Motor Sales. All cars come with a 90-day, 5,000-mile warranty with the Best Spec Back Guarantee. So for a fun, stress-free buying experience, give us a call. Best Bet Motor Sales, Route 29 South.
Your home for Colonel sports coverage. 105.5 KD Country.
We return from Altavista High School. The Altavista Colonels on top, 17-16 over the Campbell County rivals, the Brookville Bees. Know we got some Brookville fans listening out there that maybe didn't want to make the drive. Appreciate you guys stopping by and joining our party here, our basketball party on the radio. And as I said, Oscar, get in touch with us. Twitter, Facebook, info@kdcountry.com is the email. You can call the station. Our sound engineer, Eleanor Haney, gets a little busy during the games, but you could try and call. That's not really the preferred method, but neither is the carrier pigeon or the smoke signals I always mention either. So
No, that's true.
Get in touch with us somehow. And where do you want to take the party from here, Mr. Briggs? Talk about maybe some halftime adjustments. I mean, I don't think either coach feels bad about the way their team's playing. It is a low-scoring affair, though, at 17-16.
Yeah, it's been a little sloppy on both ends. From the Altavista perspective, they've got to clean up their ball handling, and passing's probably not quite as crisp. A little bit of spacing issues as they move forward, but certainly they battled. The boards have been. I would say that Altavista's controlled the boards between McClure and Poindexter.
Oh, certainly Josh McClure and Daquan Poindexter and many other Colonels as well, but those are definitely the first 2 guys that you and I think of have rebounded extremely, extremely well. O'Brien Holloway on the other side for the Brookville Bees has done his part on the rebounding battle. I don't know. If I'm Coach Scott Jester, both teams are in foul trouble, so it's hard to say, hey, let's exploit the fact that they're in foul trouble. Let's take it to them hard, that kind of thing. I mean, I think you've got to be careful with that because you can draw an offensive foul just as quickly as you draw a defensive foul on the other team. It's an interesting situation. The Subway halftime show is about to conclude here from Altavista High School. I am Kyle Haney. He is Oscar Briggs. If you're a country music fan, stick around with us a little while longer. We'll get you back to the real country music before you know it. But if you're a basketball fan, we're glad that you've stopped by. Another shout out, my buddy Earl Hackworth, I believe, still hanging out at Sugar Daddy's Jewelry Pawn. He listens to KD Country all the time. The good folks at El Cazador probably tuned in right about now, and they're probably listening in at least 2 of 3 subways, I think. Maybe all 3.
And I'm sure Carlos is listening down at El Cazador. One other point for the Colonels, I'd like to see them get a little bit more ball rotation and find, maybe Nelson Dews on the perimeter with a little bit more time. His three-pointers were a little bit rushed.
No, I think that's a valid point. I think not just Nelson, Oscar. I think every time the Colonels tried a 3, it wasn't really in the flow of the offense. It was kind of just one of those pull-up 3s or really quick catch-and-shoot 3. Didn't seem like it was the right way to take a 3. You know what I mean?
The one that they hit was the Mateo Malbec 3. He was in rotation, and he had time and space to do that.
Brookville will start the second half with the ball. The Subway halftime show is over, and the third quarter is underway from Altavista High School. 17-16, Colonels on top by 1. This is Sam Slade. Picks up his dribble at the right wing three-point line. Now inside to Manor. His shot won't fall.
Nice defense by Josh McClure.
McClure with the hand in the face. Daquan Poindexter with the rebound. Poindexter will do the honors, bringing it into the front court himself. Cameron Hughes has it. Starters back on the court for the Altavista Colonels. Poindexter pump fakes a 3, drives to the hoop, got right to the side of the iron and then fouled. He'll go to the free throw line and shoot a pair.
Well, and Daquan's got to finish that play. He was right at the rim, and he's got to get a little bit stronger.
Kind of floated up there, and the ball did get knocked away by number 32, Sam Slade. That is his 3rd foul, first of the half for the Brookville Bees. Poindexter's first free throw rattles around and finally drops in. So it's an 18-16 2-point advantage now for the Colonels. 7.5 to play in the third quarter. On the court right now for Altavista. Poindexter, McClure, Hughes, Malbec, and Dews.
And that's refreshing.
Yep, second one falls. Well, maybe the free throws were discussed at halftime. I'm sure they may have been. 19-16, Colonels on top. First 2 points of the half come at the hands of Daquan Poindexter from the charity stripe. Slade has it, chest pass to the left wing, goes to O'Brien Holloway. Now it's right wing and Jordan Penix. Penix kick over to the left wing to Bert Davis. Davis's 3 had good form, but it wouldn't fall in. The rebound is tracked down by Cameron Hughes of the Altavista Colonels. Colonels in the home whites, they're working left to right from our perspective now.
Think they might be a little bit more deliberate here?
Maybe so. Nelly's going to try and drive the baseline, cut off, sends it back out to McClure, right wing. McClure, pull-up jumper from the right elbow, won't fall. Rebound controlled at the free throw line by Davis. Boy, Davis with a quick head of steam to the basket on the other side, no good. Holloway's got the rebound. He's trying to back down McClure. He can't do it. Kicks it out to Penix. Penix throws up a left-hand floating layup. That won't fall. Daquan Poindexter has the rebound, pulls it into his chest, and now he'll use the dribble and come up just left of center into the front court. Good defensive stand by the Colonels.
Daquan's got a nice nose for the ball, so, looks like that so far.
I would agree wholeheartedly. Double screen at the top of the key. Daquan didn't use it. Instead goes into the left side corner to Mateo Malbec. Now it's back out to Nelson Dews. Dews to Cameron Hughes. Hughes pull up J. Won't fall. Tracked down by Nelson Dews. Good rebound from 15 feet away. Mateo Malbec's floater was too short. Now O'Brien Holloway is going the other way. Pardon me, that's Jordan Penix. Penix to Davis in the corner for the Brookville Bees. Bees working right to left from our perspective in the road burgundy and yellow Redskins uniforms. 19-16. Brookville trailing by 3. Holloway has it. Chest pass right wing to Penix. Penix 5 feet behind the three-point line. Now it's over along the left side baseline to Slade. 5.5 to play in the third quarter. 19-16. Altavista on top. Holloway has it. Pump fakes one jumper. Now he'll try the second one from 19 feet. In and out, won't fall. Another rebound from Josh McClure. And the Colonels are going the other way just like that. Cameron Hughes has it. Right free throw line extended. Now over left side of the court to Poindexter. Poindexter. Chest pass, zips it to McClure. McClure, a couple of head fakes, a couple of NBA-like moves. Jump shot won't fall. Rebound controlled by Sam Slade in the Brookville Bees.
And those are shots that Josh will be knocking down here in another couple weeks.
I would agree. Basketball loose for a moment, but recovered by O'Brien Holloway in the far right-hand corner. Now Bert Davis will take the air out of it, slow it down just a tad. Number 10 for the Brookville Bees. Fast feet, behind the back dribble. Lost the dribble. Malback on the steal. Mateo Malback going the other way. Right side of the hoop. Lay in will fall. Number 3, Mateo Malback with the pickpocket and score. Makes it a 21-16 Colonel advantage.
And with the speed he had, nobody's going to catch him when he breaks away like that.
Not if he's got a step on you, for sure. Malback, wow. Quickness, exciting play. Sam Slade using the elbows just a little bit, and they're going to whistle Cameron Hughes for the foul. Cameron Hughes can't believe it. Coach Harris imploring him just to relax and settle down a little bit.
Imagine that.
21-16. Colonels on top by 5. Substitutes have come into the game.
Boy, Coach Harris has a passion for the game, and certainly in the JV ranks, sometimes the officials would get a little carried away, and Troy had a propensity to pick up some technicals. Done a nice job tonight on the bench, maintaining composure and directing his kids.
I think so. We'll talk about his assistant coaching staff that he has at some point tonight. A lot of familiar faces there as well. 21-16, Colonels on top. Update from the Lady Colonels Altavista game. It's 8-5 Bees after the first. They should be getting to halftime there momentarily. Low-scoring game on the ladies' side.
Wow.
Davis will try and drive. Josh McClure having none of that. Swats it off the back wall. Good block by McClure. McClure hits the deck, but a nice defensive play.
Had some help down low from Devontae Mendez.
Mendez checked into the game along with Chancellor Mormon and number 24, Jacob Adams. They join Nelson Dews and Josh McClure. On the court for the Brookville Bees, it's Tyson Hancock, Bert Davis, Damon Manor. Sam Slade just checked out. Jordan Pettix checked in. And one final B is down there along the baseline ready to inbounds. Is that Dylan Onufer? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Holds it over his head. Over the head pass finds Penix just inside the half-court stripe. Now swings it middle of the court to Bert Davis. Davis will walk it in towards the three-point line. Good man-to-man defense from the Altavista Colonels. Adams guarding Onufer. Onufer drives. Left baseline, tried to use the right hand. Adams got him with the body. I believe it's in the act of shooting. No, they'll say it's on the floor.
Yeah, it was on the floor. That's a great call by Bobby Walker.
First foul on Jacob Adams. Second team foul on the Colonels this half. Davis has it. Overhead pass to Hancock. Hancock uses the left-hand dribble. Now sends it right corner to Davis. Davis, overhead pass to Penix. A lot of snap on the passes. Good firm passing from the Brookville Bees. You can tell they're well-schooled and fundamental. McClure gets a rebound on a missed shot, and he is fouled. Josh McClure is racking up the rebounding numbers.
Well, and we thought that with his weight room experience and over the summer and with football that would help him with that, and it certainly appears that it has.
Foul's on Damon Manor, his second. Brookville's second as a team. Nelson Dews just pitches it short pass right wing to Devontae Mendez. Mendez fires it to Josh McClure. He hands it off to Chancellor Mormon. Mormon's going to slow things down. 3:05 left to play in the third quarter. Colonels up 5. Oscar, let me ask you something here. Next chance we get maybe some free throws. Steal there by the Brookville Bees. Jordan Penix with the pickpocket. Look at Onufer with the football pass. Batted away by Jacob Adams. It's like the gridiron all over again. They get it in the far corner to Josh McClure. McClure trying to get some space. He can't. He's fouled. But it looked like number 5, Dylan Onufer.
Yeah, I think that's a great call. It was by Dylan Onufer.
It's his third. Don't forget, I'm going to ask you a question. Put your thinking cap on. Didn't bring it with you?
I don't know if I've got one big
left
enough.
Left it Surfside?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Colonels play again Friday on the road at Prince Edward. Bob Alvis will join me for that one. That's always a fun time. McClure, nice inside move with the side step to try and get to the basket. Shot won't fall, but he got his own rebound. Going to put it up again from 5 feet away, and he scores it. The tenacity, the hustle, and then as Oscar mentioned, the strength inside there by Josh McClure. 23-16. Colonels lead back to 7.
Great footwork to split the defenders, and again, that's a shot that Josh historically has finished, kind of rimmed out.
Brookville basketball, 2:17. They're fine with working with the slow pace against this very good Colonel man-to-man defense. Hancock catches at the three-point line, drives in 10 feet away, right side of the paint. Shot won't fall. Battle for it down low between Mormon and Holloway. Jump ball possession arrow favors the Altavista Colonels.
Nice job by Chancellor Mormon on that play as well. He was down in the mix.
Substitutes in the ball game. McClure, Mendez, and Adams check out. Hughes, Farmer, and Malbeck check in.
And that was a nice little spell by that group.
It really was. Ball tipped away. Nelson Dews was looking for Mateo Malbeck, and it got knocked away. I think maybe it wasn't off Brookville. No signal just yet. I think it's Brookville basketball underneath their own scoring bucket. Nobody wants to go inbound it for either team. In an odd exchange, nobody wants to inbound the ball. Now O'Brien Holloway will go do the honor.
Clearly said red.
Holloway eyes the defense, holds it at his hip, looking for somebody to go to, gets it into Burt Davis. Davis tried to go between the teeth of the Colonel defense and couldn't, lost the ball. Foul on the floor as number 23, Devontae Treese, got it back on the wild scrum.
They're going to call that foul on Traquan Farmer. It's his first. That's the third team foul for the Colonels. Of course, 2:01 remaining here in the third quarter. Colonels leading 23-16.
Bees having a hard time getting it inbounds. Loose ball, couple bodies on the floor. Brookville manages to retain possession. Oh, Penix got hit as he went up, and then perhaps some acting as he went down. Foul is going to be on Nelson Dews. It was an NBA range three. Scott Jester, he's blue collar. He'll just get down there with a towel himself and wipe up the sweat. He doesn't wait for the towel boy to do it. First one on Nelson Dews.
No doubt that Penix was hit. I mean, there was absolutely no doubt. It was a foul. I don't know that that the 360 spin pirouette was necessary, but
yeah, he was at least like a 280 or a 290 degree. He may not have made the 360 degrees, but he definitely spun around there.
He's going to shoot three. Knocks down the first one, 23-17.
Update from the Lady Colonels action. Bees on top at the half, 26-12. Up there at the Hive, as they call it in Brookville, which I kind of like.
Yeah, I do too.
23-17, Colonels on top. First free throw, no good for Jordan Penix. Point of order I was going to ask you about, Oscar, is have you noticed how the Colonels have kind of switched point guards, or there's no true point guard?
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be a different guy each time that will pop to the key and sort of facilitate the offense.
They've used Daquan, they've used Mateo, they've used Nelson. Chancellor Mormon.
Yeah, Cameron Hughes has kind of taken his turn in the middle there. Penix misses both the free throws. Colonels control on the rebound. Here is Mateo Malbeck. Pass nearly stolen away. Dews had to fight to get it back. Then nice ball movement afterwards. Gets it inside to Cameron Hughes. Shot won't fall. McClure working hard after it. Ends up in the hands of Hughes. That won't go. McClure has it. That's about dribbling. Look at the battle going inside.
Right there.
Josh McClure finally scored.
When you need an important business loan, you want to deal with a decision maker who will respond quickly. I'm Penny Wallace with local First National Bank at our airport branch. I'm focused on business customers, and we have a streamlined process to help you with any loan need. I can offer various business loans for real estate, new equipment, and credit lines. So for better business banking, think of us first. That's local First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your station for high school sports play-by-play is 105.5 KD Country.
Back here from Altavista High School, 25-19, Colonels on top. A little minor technical glitch. We're working hard to get it solved, and we do think we've got a good connection back again. Colonels basketball after the Brookville timeout. You didn't miss a whole lot. A made bucket by the Bees. Mormon loses the basketball here on the near sideline. Just went in and out of the hands, Oscar. That's another one of those, I think, after Mormon gets used to handling the basketball a little bit more rather than the football and the pads, it's an easy catch for him. Although you do see that occasionally, even in the big leagues. Mormon playing some defense on the inside. Hancock's got the basketball off the right backboard.
They better find an answer for Tyson Hancock.
Tyson Hancock has the last 4 points for the Bees, and they've all come on offensive rebounds. He does a nice job getting inside. Coach Harris wants to talk about that and more. We'll talk about it, too. Colonels lead trimmed to 4. They're up 25-21. 38 seconds left to play in the third on 105.5 KD Country.
It's a good show, man.
Man, that was awesome.
Loud crowd. All house salad time.
I'll bring it on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're going to have to do the encore tonight, buddy.
No, they want to see your face.
They're chanting your name.
Not it, man. They're saying Brett.
Well, I'm taking this with me.
No. I'll hold it for you.
Seriously, don't touch my salad.
Time for my encore now, son.
The house salad. Grilled chicken atop mixed greens, cucumbers, Roma tomatoes, cheddar and jack cheeses, and fried onions. Served with Texas toast. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
Zaxby's, Wards Ferry Road, Lynchburg.
Here's more award-winning high school sports with Kyle and Oscar on 105.5 KD Country.
Colonels lead 25-21. They led 14-3 after the first, led by 1 at halftime. This has been a good quarter, Oscar. A lot of back and forth basketball featuring some exciting stuff from the Colonels' Josh McClure. And then, as of recently, exciting stuff from number 4, Tyson Hancock of the Brookville Bees.
Yeah, he's played well and showed a lot of tenacity.
I like the effort from both squads, and I think both coaches would agree. They're proud of how hard their guys are playing, and I think most coaches would tell you, hey, if the effort's there, we can clean up the other stuff as we go. Full court pressure, man-to-man full court pressure, it looks like this time for Brookville. They used the zone press earlier. Pardon me, Colonels break it. Nelson Dews takes the 3, now back out. He's looking for Mateo Malback. Malback has to recapture it. In the corner right here to number 2, Nelson Dews. Nelly drives baseline, had it poked away, and there's a foul. Probably hear that whistle coming through crystal clear on your radio. 20.4 seconds left in the quarter. Colonels will inbound underneath their own scoring basket. Daquan Poindexter will do the honors. Going to throw it long. Mateo Malback skies up in the air to grab the basketball. Malback going to study the defense, moves to his left. Hand off to Nelson Dews, just a foot inside the left sideline. Now Nelly will bring it back to the middle of the court, down to 8 seconds. 7 seconds. Nelson, NBA range 3, too strong. McClure has the rebound. Sees the clock, puts it up. Fadeaway jumper, no good. There's the buzzer, and we'll head to the fourth quarter. 25-21. Colonels on top. Big fourth quarter on the way. When you come back to 105.5 KD Country.
Brother needs a pickup, sister wants a ride. Uncle needs a sports car to keep him satisfied. Mama, she wants comfort, luxury and style. And Daddy, he just wants a deal that's gonna make him smile. Everybody's happy, you can hear them all say, we're glad we went to Fellas Chevrolet. Competition for all dealers in Central VA. A short drive will save you money. Fellas Chevrolet in Altavista.
More live high school sports action on 105.5 KD Country.
25-21 after 3 very good quarters of play. Glad you've joined the party here at Altavista High School. Colonels on top. I'm Kyle Haney. He is the Big O, Oscar Briggs, and OB. Quick thoughts here as we head into this fourth quarter.
Boy, it may come down to free throw shooting. The Colonels have got to knock down free throws, a 4-point lead here. Really, Colonels have also got to find a shooter. They haven't been able to get anything outside on the perimeter. It's all been interior, contested, more of a scramble type situation where they've been able to score.
Yeah, good point. Not a lot of clean jump shots knocked down. There was the 1 3-pointer from Malback driving to the hoop. Is number 23 for the Bees, Devontae Treese. Boy, he had some bounce in his step as he blew by the Colonels deep. 25-23. Altavista's lead has been trimmed to 2. Yeah, back to your point really quickly here. I mean, that's for both teams.
That's right.
Absolutely. I mean, the jump shot is not there, and that's probably what you would suspect for early December basketball. Lob play. They get into McClure. He catches 10 feet away, middle of the lane. Malback hacked. after Josh McClure dumped it off to him. Nice little design set play there, Oscar.
Yeah, it was, and nice battle by Josh McClure and his leg strength. He was able to keep O'Brien Holloway on his hip, went up elevated. Malbec cut to the hole and was fouled on the play.
Number 3, the junior, Mateo Malbec, sinks the first right-hand set shot, on the free throw. Of course, Mateo Malbec is the brother of Michi Malbec. Michi and Donovan Montague may be tuned in right now down there at UVA Wise. Do they get the internet down there? Free throw no good. Lane violation on the Altavista Colonels. No foul on Daquan Poindexter, I believe. Not a violation. That was a foul on Daquan. 15 foul on the Altavista Colonels. 3rd on Daquan Poindexter. Too much body trying to go after the missed free throw. 26-23, Colonels up by 3. 7.5 left to play in the ball game, in regulation anyway. Motion offense from the Brookville Bees. Good man-to-man defense from the Colonels. This is Bert Davis. He has it. Right wing, overhead pass, left wing to Treese. Treese back to Davis, playing a two-man game. Davis behind the back dribble, left side of the paint. Shot will not even draw iron, and it's rebounded by
Josh McClure.
Guess who? McClure, coast to coast. He's going to run the break himself. Finger roll right in one. Josh McClure lets out the big let's go scream as he comes by the table here. Big play there, 28-23. Coast to coast. Josh McClure weaving through traffic and taking some contact. 7:04 left to play in the fourth. McClure trying for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Nice if he could knock this down and gain some confidence in that free throw streak.
Sure would. Shots up. Back iron. No good. Rebound controlled by Tyson Hancock underneath the hoop for the Brookville Bees. Penix is going to chest pass it over to Dylan Onifer. Brookville basketball in the front court. Under 7 to play in regulation here from Altavista High School. Bees trail by 5. Hancock, left-hand dribble from the right wing. He was in between the three-point line and the out-of-bounds line. There's a foul away from the basketball. It's on the Altavista Colonels. Waiting for the number to get flashed up on the board. As we wait, I'll tell you it's a 28-23 Colonel lead. 6:44 left to play in the game. It was the first one on Josh McClure.
If I told you Josh McClure was 2 of 11 from the free throw line, would you have bought that coming into tonight's game?
No, I wouldn't. Not unless I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Penix, rhythm three-pointer won't fall. O'Brien Holloway gets the offensive rebound. Tyson Hancock from the far corner will drain the 3. Back to a 2-point lead for the Colonels after the long-distance ball from Tyson Hancock. Cameron Hughes lost the basketball momentarily. Good D from Hancock. And those 2 guys have got the best hair in the game for sure. Both of them have it standing up about a full inch on top of their head. McClure, pull-up jump shot from the free throw line. Won't go. Hughes tried to battle Hancock for it, and Hancock came away the victor. 28-26. Brookville could tie or take the lead. Penix, nice pass on the move to Holloway. His won't go. Rebound by Josh McClure. McClure sends it over to Mateo Malbec. Malbec, bullet chest pass in the corner to Poindexter. Oh, Poindexter lost it off his foot out of bounds. Brookville basketball, 5:49 to play.
Brookville substitution. Slade back in.
He joins Holloway, Penix, Treese, and Hancock. On the court for the Colonels, Nelson Dews, Mateo Malbec, Cameron Hughes, Daquan Poindexter, and Josh McClure. Slade, right-hand dribble, working across the defense. Now it's over to Treese. Treese, a little elbow to get some room, and knocks down the mid-range jumper from the baseline. Devontae Treese ties this ball game up, 28-28. Dews will just walk it into the front court, studies the defense for a moment, looking for some action from the 4 other teammates.
They've got to find a way to get Nelson off some screens and get open for some jumpers, and that's exactly what they're trying to do right now.
But they tried. Brookville took it away momentarily. Now it goes into the left corner to Daquan Poindexter. Poindexter drive, cut off at the edge of the paint, shot up, won't fall. Takes some contact for the foul, though. Yeah, just as you were saying those words, Coach Harris dialed up a set play to try and bust Nelson free for maybe a three-pointer, or at least a chance to get the ball in some open space. Tie ball game, 28-28. Second foul on Jordan Penix for the Brookville Bees. We've got 5:06 left to play. in the ball game. First free throw off front iron, then back iron, no good. Colonels have had a lot of free throws go kind of in and out like that, Oscar. Then they've had their share of ones that have missed badly. It's been an interesting mix. Second one's up, second one's good. 1 point lead again for the Altavista Colonels.
Boy, this resembles the JV game by a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Matt Nolan is tuned in now, a big UVA fan. Matt Nolan, best fly fisherman I know. Not the best fantasy football player I know, but certainly a great guy. Brookville up 29-28. Nolan was a good basketball player in his day for the Jefferson Forest Cavaliers. Shot no good. Daquan Poindexter on the rebound. Poindexter and McClure have a ton of rebounds together, Oscar.
Yeah, both of them are probably in double figures.
I'd imagine. McClure has it just outside the left elbow. Kicks it in the corner to Mateo Malbec. Three-pointer just a bit too strong. Last touch off Daquan Poindexter, who could not pull it in. Colonels' lead will stay at 1. 4.5 minutes left to play in regulation. Brookville basketball, they trail by 1. In the corner, it goes to Slade. Slade's got a nice wiry frame. He goes about 6'2 or 6'3. He'll try the three ball from the right wing. Won't go in. Malbec with a nice strong rebound. One-hand bullet pass to McClure. McClure got going a little bit too fast and could not reel it in. Good idea by Mateo Malbec, though. Brookville's going to go in a hurry. Didn't take much time to get that ball in. We've played 4 minutes exactly here in the fourth quarter. It's a 1-point Colonel lead. 29-28. Penix has it. Head of the key. Now over to the right side to O'Brien Holloway. Pardon me, that's Treese. Now they got it to Hancock. Hancock leaves it for Penix. Penix driving. Gets bodied up. Shoulder-to-shoulder contact between he and Jacob Adams. It's a 1-on-1 shooting situation for Brookville.
Yeah, that's the 7th foul. He goes into 1-on-1 situation, as you alluded to. Boy, Mateo Malbec drilled Josh McClure on that, and Josh just never could get the handle on it.
Yeah, McClure was going full speed.
There was nobody within 20 feet of him.
Yeah. Certainly the pass was a bullet from Malbec, and sometimes those can be hard to handle, particularly when you're on the move like that. Some discussion now between the coaching staff, the officials. Jordan Penix is doing something with his hands over there on the Brookville bench. It's interesting that the officials...
Contact?
Yeah, contact popped out. It's interesting that the officials are letting him stay in rather than saying, hey, you just got to go. You got to sit out of play.
Usually if it's a contact, they'll let him do that.
Yep, you're absolutely right. So it ends up being sort of a mini timeout, at least a chance to catch the breath for both squads. Coaches don't really get to give much instruction. Penix is also the shooter here on the free throw, so that probably had something to do with their decision.
1-1.
Penix eyes the rim, fires, drains it. And remember, Jordan Penix, just a sophomore.
Game is tied.
Game is tied, 29-29.
Stay with us, folks. 3:50 remaining and 29 all.
You never know. You might get some bonus basketball in the first game of the season. Wouldn't that be fun? That's what we do here at KD Country. Not that we have any say in the matter. Penix squares the shoulder, sets the feet. Second free throw won't fall, just a bit short. Rebound by number 30, Josh McClure, who is doing a number on the glass tonight. McClure will walk it in the front court. He's almost acting like the point guard now. Gets it to Jacob Adams here in the right wing. Cross-court pass to Daquan Poindexter. Poindexter to the hoop. Shot up. Goes in. Offensive foul on Daquan Poindexter. Signal from the official wasn't real clear, but they did whistle Poindexter with the foul.
It was very clear from Bobby Walker.
Wipe the bucket off the board. That's the 4th foul on Daquan Poindexter. That's not good news. Coach Harris looks like he's going to leave him in momentarily anyway. We've only got 3.5 left to play in the quarter. Tie ball game, 29-29. Holloway looking for space, drives along the baseline, shot up, won't go. Tip in will go.
Hey, I'm not certain that Poindexter didn't tip that in.
Might have. Got a score update from the Lady Colonels and Lady Bees coming up momentarily, but a timeout here. Brookville up by 2, their first lead of the game, 31-29. 3 minutes and 8 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter on 105.5 KD Country.
A full line of men's Carhartt clothing has just arrived at English's The Complete Home Center. Carhartt, known for its rugged durability, making it great for work and play. English's carries coveralls, bibs, shirts, pants, and hats in sizes up to 4X and special orders available. Hunting season is here. The holidays right around the corner. So shop English's for all your Carhartt clothing at 1522 North Main Street, Altavista. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5, Saturday, 8 to 1.
Back to the press box for high school sports on 105.5 KD Country.
First lead of the ball game for the Brookville Bees. They dropped it in there at 3:15 left to play in the third, Oscar. Lady Bees are up 37-18 over the Lady Colonels after 3 at Brookville. Colonels don't have to have a bucket here, but you wouldn't really want Brookville to stretch out this lead too much with only 3 minutes to play in the ball game. Chancellor Mormon in the game. He'll hand it off to Mateo Malbeck. Man-to-man defense for the Brookville Bees right now. Looking to get in the low post to Josh McClure. They can't, so it goes top of the key to Nelson Dews. Dews now left sideline to Daquan Poindexter. Stolen away by Tyson Hancock. He read the pass and jumped in front. He lost the ball. Nelson Dews has it. Colonel's going the other way. They've got Mormon wide open underneath the hoop from the left side. Shot won't fall. Malbeck grasping at the rebound. He hits the deck. Brookville basketball. It's a mad dash for it. Crowd's getting animated. Here comes Bert Davis into the front court. Brookville's going to control and settle down. No, they won't. Malbeck stepped in front of a pass and poked it away with his right hand.
I think the thing the fan was calling for was as he went up with the shot.
McClure going to try a three. Side of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Hancock at the free throw line. They're going to whistle McClure with a foul, trying to get the ball back.
Chancellor Mormon went up with the shot, and the Brookville player went up and slammed the backboard. So the backboard, it was vibrating.
Yeah, you know, you're not supposed to smack that backboard like that, and they could have whistled it a goaltending violation.
I don't think that it had an effect on the shot.
Right. Hancock's going to toe the free throw line. 1-on-1 situation. 9 team fouls on the Brookville Bees. Or the Altavista Colonels, pardon me. Next one the Colonels commit will put Brookville in a double bonus situation. 32-29. That free throw goes in for Tyson Hancock. The Brookville lead is at 3.
Hancock almost with the kid and play haircut.
It's a good look for sure. Second one goes in.
And he has not missed from the free throw line tonight.
Impressive stuff from Tyson Hancock. He's really come alive in this second half. 33-29. Brookville on top by 4. Nelson Dews has it. Far sideline. Now he works it middle of the court. Chest pass to Mateo Malbeck. Malbeck, soft touch to McClure at the right elbow. McClure looking for some space. Trying to shred the defense and can't.
What hustle by Mateo Malbeck.
Shovels it to McClure, baseline. That'll go in off the window and down. 33-31. Troy Harris has called a timeout. Let's take the timeout with them. Colonels trail by 2. 1:48 left to play in the fourth quarter on 105.5 KD Country.
TCM Industrial Services recognizes the importance of high school athletics by sponsoring this award-winning broadcast. TCM Industrial Maintenance and Construction Specialist providing welding, millwright, erection, and fabrication services to all forms of industry throughout the Mid-Atlantic region from offices in Altavista. TCM Industrial Services wishes Coach Chartis and the Altavista football team a safe and successful season. Go Colonels!
Your high school sports station with award-winning coverage on 105.5 KD Country.
1 minute timeout for the Altavista Colonels. We took 30 seconds of it so we can bring it back and discuss. 1:48 left to play in the fourth quarter. Oscar, Colonels down by 2. Probably don't have to foul just yet, but I'm thinking we'll see some full court pressure, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely, and there's plenty of time. And they've been able to disrupt the Brookville Bees on the offensive end, getting into passing lanes, getting them off the dribble. So certainly not time to panic here.
No, not at all. This is a good situation for the Colonels to test their mettle a little bit early in the season like this against a very game and ready Brookville squad. And I'm sure Coach Scott Jester for the Bees is thinking the same thing. You get a foul there before the pass even gets off. Bert Davis was trying to make a cut, and they whistled Chancellor Mormon with just a little bit too much contact. Officials really had a close eye on that one.
Yeah, we were watching it. I'd like to see him get a little bit more rain there. He wasn't blatantly holding him.
No.
That's his third.
10th one on the Colonels, as I mentioned. So it's going to be 2 free throws for Bert Davis and the Brookville Bees. Chance to extend the lead. His first one is up and good. High arcing free throw goes down for number 10, Bert Davis.
The diminutive Bert Davis.
the diminutive but always exciting Burt Davis. Love it when I can add on to your adjective. Second one won't fall. So lead for the Bees stays at 3. That's good news for Colonel fans, maybe not such good news for the Bees. Nelson Dews has it in front of the Altavista bench. Right-hand dribble. Turns his back away from the basket momentarily. McClure has it back to the basket. Spin move, working inside, wrap around, right-hand shot won't fall. Rebounded by O'Brien Holloway in the middle of the paint. McClure slow to get up. He'll hustle back now. Bees get it down to Tyson Hancock. Hancock will dribble it out and try and take away some time. Penix thinking about a 3 from the left wing. He'll drive and then kick back out to Davis.
Colonels have got a pressive defense out now.
I think so. Davis, he wants to drive. Floater up and in. Offensive foul. Mateo Malbec standing his ground nicely, Oscar Briggs, to take the charge. That's a nice play there by Mateo Malbec. 34-31. Colonels trail by 3. Cameron Hughes will check in the ball game now.
You know, one of the things I saw them on this last possession, when they feed that ball into McClure, the player that's guarding Nelson from the feed is collapsing on him, and he'll flip it right back out to Nelson. The three-pointer's there.
Malbec in between the out-of-bounds line and three-point line. Now inside to McClure. McClure with a good finish. That cuts the lead to 1. 34-33. Under a minute to play here from Altavista High School. Hold on tight. Buckle your seatbelts. Buckle your chin strap, folks. Colonel crowd is starting to come to life here, and Scott Jester for the Bees wants to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 34-31. Brookville on top by 1. 42 seconds left to play on 105.5 KD Country.
The memory of the loss of a loved one can be difficult to cope with during the holiday season. Finch & Finch Funeral and Cremation Service invite you to a holiday remembrance service Sunday, December 6th at 4 p.m. Pastor Stephen Raven of Cross Point Church, Altavista, will conduct a special service to honor families who've lost a loved one during the past year. Sunday, December 6th, 4 o'clock, Finch & Finch Funeral Chapel, Altavista. For a special webcast, visit FinchAndFinchFuneralService.com.
Now back to the action with Colonel Sports on 105.5 KD Country.
We've had our share of excitement and a little bit more. I don't know if we were ready for this. Broadcasters need time to adjust too, you know?
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. That, we got to do our transition from football to basketball, but it's been a fun one. Very competitive game. Hadn't been the most clean game we've seen, but certainly highly competitive. I like the Colonels' medal and fighting back here. Trailing a little bit under some adversity with about a minute and a half left, and it fought back.
Yeah, if you joined us late, Colonels led for most of this game. Brookville got their first lead of the game with 3:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. Now we've only got 42 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Brookville up by 1. They get it in bounds. Colonels try to double team momentarily. They're scrambling after it. Penix catches the ball on the right sideline, and he's bumped. Looks like Nelson Dews just caught it's Cameron Hughes, just caught enough of Jordan Penix. Fourth foul on Cameron Hughes. It's going to send Penix to the line to shoot 2. We know Penix is a good free throw shooter.
He's 2 out of 5 tonight.
Maybe that's...
Excuse me. 3 out of 6.
Okay.
He buries that one.
4 out of 7. Now, 35-33. That makes the Brookville advantage 2 points. 34.8 seconds left to play. Colonels have 2 timeouts. Bees have 2 timeouts at their disposal. Penix spins the basketball, fires up the second free throw, and makes it. Scott Jester's going to take another timeout. We're going to keep it. No, we're going to take it with him. Pardon me, folks. Told you it's early. Bees up by 3. 34 seconds left to play in the ball game. Quick timeout on 105.5 KD Country.
Hello, this is Jerry Miley from 1433 Altavista Moose Center. Asking everybody to come on down and join us and see what the Moose is all about to help us support our Moose Heart, Moose Haven family. Anybody's welcome to come down and take a tour of our building and see what's going on. Come on down and we'll let you in and we can have some fun. We're looking forward.
Meet Jerry and the rest of the Altavista Moose family and become a member. The Altavista Moose Family Center on Lynch Mill Road.
Your home for Colonel sports coverage. 105.5 KD Country.
Not sure how many of the Moose family is listening right now, but I'll send a shout out to all the people of the Moose Family Center and Jerry Motley, too. Great stuff going on down there. Go and check them out. Great stuff going on here at Altavista High School. Colonels trail by 3. Going to be their basketball after the made free throws, Oscar. 34.8 seconds left. Not sure you have to have a three, but I'll tell you, if a guy like Nelson Dew's got an open look at a three-pointer, I wouldn't pass it up, would you?
No, absolutely not. And again, I like the feed in. Same side, overload the floor with Nelson and Josh, or even Mateo and Josh.
Looks like a man-to-man defense from Brookville. Colonels go with a 1-4 set. Now they initiate the offense. Nelson Dew's going to trigger the three. Misfires, too strong. Rebound collected by Tyson Hancock.
He was open, but I didn't like the shot.
Didn't exactly step into it or get great rhythm. He was open, though. He did get a clean release out of it. 21.1 seconds left. Tyson Hancock on the rebound. He'll shoot two. Colonel's foul after he collects it. It's the third foul on Josh McClure. These are big free throws right here by Tyson Hancock. If you can stretch this lead out to 4 or 5 or 21 seconds, you'd have to feel pretty good. He rattles the first one home. I don't think he liked it off his hand, but it hit the back plate, back iron, front iron, and fell down.
You know, Colonels are 8 of 25 from the free throw line.
Second one good. That one just barely nicked the back iron. Much better shot. Colonels trail by 5. Got to hurry now with 20 seconds left. Coach Troy Harris is going to call the timeout. Let's take the timeout with him. 18.1 seconds left. Desperation time for the Colonels, but they're not out of it yet. Stay tuned. We've got more basketball on 105.5 KD Country.
Start your business on the winning drive with an Altavista revolving loan. It's an opportunity to score big for your company's future growth. Funds available up to $10,000. Loan rate 1% below prime. Huddle up with Altavista Economic Development Director Dennis Jarvis II at Altavista Town Hall. Make your move today. The Altavista Revolving Loan Fund encourages economic development and enhances community vitality.
Your station for high school sports play-by-play is 105.5 KD Country.
Colonels trail 38-33 to the Brookville Bees. You're hearing all the action on 105.5 KD Country, WKDE, Altavista, Lynchburg. Colonels get it inbounds. McClure's going to try a desperation heave. Hit the back window, but no iron. It's Tyson Hancock on the rebound, and he is fouled as he hits the deck. 10 seconds left. That might be the final nail there for the Altavista Colonels. If that goes in, then you trail by 2 with 10 seconds. You've got a chance then. Now, trailing by 5 with 10 seconds, you start to see some fans exit the building.
Golf coach Lewis Bryant headed out the building. He's going, I know where he's going. Tar Heels come on at 9:30. That's where he's going.
And you wanted to make sure you saw that Tar Heels Maryland Terrapins game. First free throw, no good by Tyson Hancock. So it leaves the Colonels with a little bit more life. Going to have to get the basketball, Oscar, rush down, knock down a three. Foul again immediately after that, and then it may not even be enough then. Second one went down. Colonels trail by 6. That doesn't change things a great deal. 39-33. McClure will just toss it in. Daquan Poindexter is going to let it roll. He gets to the left wing, fires the three, too short. Rebounded by Hancock again. Brookville Bees are going to win this one, 39-33 over the Altavista Colonels. Subway postgame show on the way when you come back to 105.5 KD Country.
KCD Maintenance. Kenny can do it. If you've got a home or business maintenance issue, Kenny can do it. Call 665-1333. That's 665-1333 for KCD Maintenance. Painting, building maintenance, minor construction, and more. Kenny can do it. Call 665-1333. Again, that's 665-1333. KCD Maintenance.
No one knows trucks like we know trucks. Come see us and you'll agree. From small to tall, we've got it all. Highview Motors, GMC. Come on in. Bring the family and see your friends at Highview Motors. Highview Motors, GMC. From small to tall, we've got it all. Highview Motors, GMC.
Good food, low prices, and great service keep customers coming back for more day after day at El Cazador Mexican Restaurant in Altavista. El Cazador is now open all afternoon, so you can come by anytime, any day, 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. El Cazador Mexican Restaurant, a great place to unwind and relax with friends. Open 7 days a week, Main Street, Altavista. El Cazador thanks you for your business.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical Virginia high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too.
Brought to you by English Construction Company with offices in Lynchburg.
Here's more award-winning high school sports with Kyle and Oscar on 105.5 KD Country.
The Brookville Bees go on the road to get the win over the Altavista Colonels, 39-33 in a hard-fought game, a game that the Colonels led most of the night, but Brookville, too much there in the fourth quarter, Oscar. They outscore Altavista 18-8 in that fourth quarter, and that really ends up being the big difference.
That is the big difference, and one of the things that's really going to stand out at the end of this game, they both shot 25 free throws. Brookville, 16 of 25, 64%. Colonels, 8 of 25, 32%.
Yeah, that's it right there in a nutshell.
You know, you lose by 6 and you get outshot by that kind of discrepancy for percentage at the free throw line, and that's going to do it every time.
Sure. I mean, there's certainly some other things the Colonels could have done differently, could have done better, but when you zero in on that one statistic like you just did, it's really hard to deny how big of a factor those free throws were. They were a big deal here tonight. Got to take your cap off the Brookville Bees for knocking more of them down, and Brookville really did play well down the stretch. Tyson Hancock really sprung to life there in the second half. He got a lot of rebounds, scored a bunch of points. Brookville really did play a lot better in the third and fourth quarters. This is the Subway postgame show. We'll have one final segment of the Subway postgame show where we'll bring it back with the Radio Shack player of the game. We'll do some more chatting. Party's not over yet. Hopefully those fans that tuned in as they or hopefully some of you people are tuned in as you left the gym and you're in your cars. Again, it's rainy and cold out there, so be careful. And we'll probably have some more shout-outs, too, as the Subway postgame show concludes. Bees win this one, 39-33. You heard all the action live on 105.5 KD Country.
It's cold in here. Will your heating system keep you warm this winter, or will you spend a cold evening shivering under the covers? Have your heating system inspected today by Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling. Kent Tyree has over 20 years experience and specializes in heating, air, plumbing, and electrical. Licensed and bonded. Call for an appointment today. 309-2266. 309-2266. Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling.
Hey guys, this is Terrell Sam with Best Bet Motorcycles. We started business over 5 years ago with only 10 vehicles and a simple concept to help people out that had less than perfect credit and give them good quality cars. Over the years, we evolved into 2 lots in Central Virginia with over 60 cars in inventory, and we do all types of budget, all types of credit. So remember, if your credit's less than perfect, give us a call here at Best Bet Motor Sales. All cars come with a 90-day, 5,000-mile warranty with the Best Spec Back Guarantee. So for a fun, stress-free buying experience, give us a call. Best Bet Motor Sales, Route 29 South.
This is 100% convenient mobile banking with local First National Bank.
With our FirstNet mobile app, you can securely check balances, make deposits, pay bills, transfer money, and much more.
It's easy to use, and we even have a video demo on our website at firstnetbk.com.
And it's free, so search FirstNet mobile app and download it for free today.
Remember, banking from anywhere, anytime will help you bring home more bacon.
First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Zaxby's, Wards Ferry Road, Lynchburg.
Man, that house salad looks good.
Dude, it's so good.
How about one bite for the road?
No.
Sharing is caring.
No. You can't have any of my salad, bro.
Wait, I got it right here.
I got $20 in a dream, yeah.
Well, that's a hit right there, dude.
Thank you.
Thanks, dude.
The house salad. Grilled chicken atop mixed greens, cucumbers, Roma tomatoes, cheddar and jack cheeses, and fried onions. Served with Texas toast. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
More live high school sports action on 105.5 KD Country.
Subway postgame show returns for the final segment here from Altavista High School. Good way to kick off the 2015-2016 season, Oscar. I know it wasn't the result the Colonels were looking for, but we certainly jumped in the deep end there. We had our usual technical difficulties, but as usual, we battled through. We're battle-tested for sure.
That's right.
And our sound engineer, Eleanor Haney, kept it sounding good. Colonels seem to be battle-tested now after that ball game. What's some positive takeaways you had from it?
Well, I certainly, as you look at Daquan Poindexter, Josh McClure's work on the boards, the defense was pretty solid. About what I expected after, first game after only 10 days in the gym for a majority of these guys. Most of them really even, 8 days in the gym. So about what we expected, and just, not a lot of game experience for some of these kids.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think the Colonels put themselves in a position to win. They had a chance to win, so you got to feel good about that. Execution down the stretch wasn't great, but I think you got to take your cap off for the Bees. They seem to do a lot of things right down the stretch, and as you've already pointed out, the free throws, not just in the second half, but all game long. Brookville with the big advantage there. So Scott Jester's squad certainly earned the victory here tonight. It's not like the Colonels gave this one away by any stretch.
No, I think that's a great point. And one of the things, again, Brookville played last night, so they've got a little bit more game experience. I happened to listen to Scott Jester out in the hallway talk about he was challenging his kids that, look, guys, I heard some of you last night. I saw you pouting on the bench. I didn't get everybody in the game. I know everybody wants to play. We're going to get this rotation in, and more of you are going to get to play as the season moves on. You just got to be patient. And we know what kind of coach he is, what kind of character he is.
Yeah.
And he did a good job tonight.
Sure did. Made a lot of good moves. And take your hat off, as I said, to Coach Scott Jester for the Brookville Bees. An Altavista guy, but the Brookville head coach, and he certainly had a lot of fans here tonight. I tell you, Oscar, you're always in the game. You're always a winner. You're always a champion when you go to Subway, especially Subway in Altavista. The Simple Six menu is here at Subway. 6 of their best 6-inch sub options now in made just for you meals for only $6. That's the Simple Six menu at Subway. 3 great area locations, of course, on Main Street, inside Walmart on Clarion Road, then a little further up the road on Route 29 inside Foster Fuels. You're always a winner when you tune in to us, and we're so grateful when you do so. And like I said, let us know that you're tuned in. Let us know you enjoy the broadcast, or let us know that you don't enjoy the broadcast. That's fine, too. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Oscar, final stats?
Yeah,
all tallied up?
Yeah, let's go down through some scoring totals here. For the Colonels, Cameron Hughes with 4, Nelson Dews with 6, Mateo Malbeck with 6, Daquan Poindexter with 5, Josh McClure with 12, and that's it for the Colonels, 33 points. For Brookville, so they had 39, Brian O'Holloway with 2, Bert Davis with 4, Devontae Treese with 6, Jordan Penix with 6, Sam Slade with 2, Damon Maynor with 2, and leading scorer in the ballgame tonight, guess who? Tyson Hancock, 16 points.
Nice night from him. Radio Shack player of the game time. That might have made it a little bit easier right there. I think it might be unanimous on both the courts.
I think
don't
it
you
will.
think, Oscar?
Yeah, I certainly think it will be.
So for the Brookville Bees, since I can read Oscar's mind, folks, for the Brookville Bees, we'll go with number 4, Tyson Hancock, 16 points, a lot of rebounds down the stretch.
And 8 of them in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
And he was great from the line. Hit a big 3 early that in the fourth quarter that kind of brought him back to within a point. 5 or 6 from the line. So really salted it away here at the end of the game. That's an easy pick. Tyson Hancock.
Stuff, yeah. I think for the Colonels, I know what direction I'm going, but I won't try and read your mind on this one. I think I know where you're going, though. Can we go with any other guy in this game tonight than number 30, Josh McClure, the blue-collar man, always hustling? Got a ton of rebounds.
Double-double for sure.
Sure.
It'll be interesting to see how the stats come out with the rebounds. I think it's got to be in the 15-16 range. Daquan Poindexter with honorable mention. He had to be double figures in rebounds as well.
Yeah.
So nice job on the efforts by the boards on those kids tonight, but certainly Josh McClure tonight was the workhorse.
Yeah, I don't think anybody for the Colonels played particularly bad, but you got to take your hat off and you got to pay some extra love to number 30, the junior Josh McClure. One final note before I tell you about our starting lineup, Oscar. These two teams in action again in just 1 week. Up at Timberlake Road there, that game will be at Brookville 1 week from today. Of course, the Colonels, next time we're on the air, is Friday at Prince Edward. That JV game does start at 5:30 also like the Colonels. So Subway pregame show sometime between 6:45 and 7. But that'll be interesting heading up there to Brookville, Oscar, because in the last few years, because of football, the games between the two teams seems like they haven't come this early in the season for one. A lot of times they've been jammed in later on in January or February. But it seems like there was a little bit of break in between the games. So that'll be an interesting to see a quick turnaround. It's a tough stretch for the Colonels, by the way. Brookville tonight and then also next Tuesday. Prince Edward Friday. And then next Friday it's Rustburg. That's a bit of a meat grinder early in the year.
It is. That's right. And going up against some of these double-A schools. And, yeah, it's a meat grinder.
Well, that's going to about do it for us. But I can't let you get out before I mention our starting lineup, the folks that make it all possible for us. PCM Industrial Services, serving the Mid-Atlantic region with quality maintenance and construction services. The Altavista Office of Economic Development, helping Altavista grow. Dennis Jarvis was at the game tonight. Shout out to him if he's tuned in to the Subway postgame show. English Construction, wishing our high school athletes an exciting and injury-free game. KCD Maintenance, Kenny can do it. Call 665-1333. Shout out to Kenny, who I know is a big basketball fan and a big country music fan. El Cazador, be sure to try their new menu on Main Street in Altavista. Highview Motors, GMC, from small to tall, Highview has it all. And a shout out, of course, to our good buddy George Rosser. English's, your complete home center, and now offering a complete line of Carhartt clothing for men or women, as Oscar points out. First National Bank, focused on providing an extraordinary customer experience. Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer, warm in the winter, and comfortable in between. Feller Chevrolet, a short drive will save you money. Moose Family Center, bringing families closer together and celebrating life. The Altavista Moose Family Center. Best Bet Motors, a respected name you can trust. Route 29, just south of the airport. Finch & Finch Funeral and Cremation Service, a family serving families since 1905. And, of course, you're streaming online audio for folks like Juan Thornhill and everybody else that listen online or with the TuneIn app. That's all brought to you by my good buddy, Chad Rakos, your Allstate agent in Windhurst. Basketball fans, always in good hands with Chad Rakos. This is the Subway postgame show. Doesn't get any better than Subway. Eat fresh. The only wrong move is, as our buddy Bob says, not going. That's going to do it for us. For Eleanor Haney, our sound engineer. For Troy Harris, who joined us on the pregame show. For the Big O, Oscar Briggs, I am Kyle Haney. Colonels dropped this one, 39-33. Good win for the Brookville Bees. We're back in action Friday night. We'll talk to you from Farmville as the Colonels travel to Prince Edward. Between now and then, keep enjoying the real country music on 105.5 KD Country.